I'm your host, Jessika Klide, best-selling romance author, and today my guest is Monique Oregron. Hello, Monique. Yay!
Hey!
We made it. Tell us a little something about yourself, and let's talk books and your new release.
Hi, everybody. If you don't know who I am yet, my name is Monique Oregron, and I write steamy contemporary suspense romance. It's a mouthful, I know, but it's juicy. So,
Jessica gets juicy. That used to be one of my taglines.
oh, I don't never know what to say about it. It's steamy, yeah.
You have to worry about these days. Sorry. You have to worry these days about Facebook and the community standards. So we're all trying to use new adjectives to describe what we do
Yeah,
without signaling to Facebook that we are being bad, right?
right.
So what we're going to do on Romance Devoured is we call it chili peppers.
A
So
what?
chili peppers.
A chili
From
pepper.
yeah, from kind of like the rotten tomatoes. So chili peppers is one is mild and five is hot, hot, hot. So on a scale from 1 to 5 chili peppers, what
So
chili?
five would be like erotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Probably a four.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a 3.75, 4.
I love it. 3.75.
I don't want to. I don't want to go all the way.
Half of the chili pepper, right?
I don't want to go all the way there because my books are very large, and
Uh-huh.
there's complex stories in each one.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, the steam level is just a very small portion of the book. But
Yeah,
when you get there,
you're there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So what's your genre? What's your main romance genre that you write?
Contemporary suspense. I'm under contemporary suspense sagas series because the first book I ever wrote was a part of a series called A Stern Family Saga, and that series consists of 6 books. Six. And then oh crap. I'm gonna message my daughter to come sneak in. And then my second series is called the Young Blood series,
Uh-huh.
and I have 2 books so far in that series. One was just released on August 1st, and I have 2 more coming out in that series. So it'll be a series of 4. So I write series so far. I haven't wrote a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a few reviewers that have said that a few of the books could be read as standalone, but I think by the time you got to the last 2 books in the first series, they saw that really you couldn't. You kind of need to read them because in each book I dropped hints
Yeah.
and lies and deception that all come out and you find out what happens later on.
Yeah.
You know,
My series I wrote
give me one sec.
the
I
second.
gotta sneak. I gotta plug my computer up. I didn't have it plugged. I thought it did, and it's about to die.
Okay.
Thought it was just got on. I don't want to lose us.
You do that. I'll talk. So my series, I wrote the second book first. And then by the time we got to this last book, I had to give a prelude to what had happened. So I wrote the actual first book is the next to the last book I wrote. So, you do need to start at the beginning and go all the way through. Otherwise, by the time you get to the end, you're going to be, what the
Right,
hell?
right.
So, okay.
And I'm a fairly new author still. I've been doing this now. I think it's 21 months,
Uh-huh.
and I have 8 books published and 2 more, hopefully by the end of the year. So it'll be 10.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a good writing schedule.
It's a hectic writing schedule.
I know because everything that goes with it goes. Yeah.
Yes,
um. So when you write, are you a plotter? Do you know what your books are going to do, or are you by the seat of your pants?
I'm a seated. This is what I do. I usually have an idea of what I want, and I I know I know A, M, and Z, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how I'm going to get from A to M or
Mm-hmm.
M to C. It just has to come to me. And usually it plays out in my head like a movie. And
Yeah.
I call it my mojo. So when I have my mojo, I can write all day. At night, I'll stay up to 4, 6 a.m. sometimes and just continuously write. And I'm up again by 8.
Yeah.
When I don't have my mojo, I'm staring at a computer forever, or everything I attempt to write, the next day I'm erasing because
Yeah.
it doesn't make
That's me
sense.
right now. I've restarted my story
Right.
way too many times, and I'm getting frustrated with myself because I know where I want it to go. I just can't get the first part of it. So I may just go ahead and write it and then go back and change it. Go back and rewrite the first in the beginning afterwards.
Yeah. And then, sometimes I'll look at pictures or I'll see something that'll catch my eye
Mm-hmm.
and I'll study it for a while until like an idea pops in my head for it,
Mm-hmm.
which is very, very, very odd for me because I'm usually not usually, I am very OCD. I'm a list girl. I do everything by list. But when it comes to writing and being creative,
Yeah, you
I
can't.
cannot. I can't do it. I've tried it. I've tried it. I just cannot.
Yeah.
And it works, so I'm not going to knock it. I'm not going to try and force something that doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as long as you got readers reading, so hey, they're happy with it. And you've got a good schedule. That's pretty good. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have 3 books out this year or 4 total?
That'll be 4 books I published this year.
Yeah,
I
that's
did kind of take a 5-month hiatus.
mhm.
Both my daughters graduated this year. One with her bachelor's degree, and one with her high school diploma and associate's degree. So
Yeah,
we had 3 ceremonies, senior trips. So I needed time with them. And
yeah,
then one daughter moved out. She moved out of the city to
yeah,
another city for job work opportunity. The one who got her bachelor's degree
yeah.
got a job before graduation lined up.
Good. That's excellent.
Yeah, so I was very busy. So I usually try to publish every 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But I published in January and I couldn't be helped. It could not be helped with
Mm-hmm.
everything my girls needed. And
Yeah,
I always tell my readers, and they understand that,
yeah.
family comes first, but stuff like that. And they only graduate once like that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank God, because I can't afford much more.
I heard that.
3 graduation ceremonies, two girls graduating like to kill me.
Back to writing.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Yeah, my kids are grown and out of the house, so I don't have that anymore. Thank God I survived it, and thank God they survived it.
Yeah, well, I have an 18-year-old still with me, and my 22-year-old moved out
Mm-hmm.
with her job. She's in a different city than us now. So
Mm-hmm.
I get to see her every blue moon, but
So let me ask you this: since your girls are older, do they read your books?
yes.
Ah, that's sweet.
Yep, yep,
Oh, how rewarding is that?
yeah. It's rewarding, but then at the same time, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, sorry. It's a pain at the same time because they're they're younger and they have a different outlook, I guess, on romance sometimes.
Yeah,
And they'll think that my alpha male characters or asses
yeah. Well,
instead of, so I have one character that I wrote for my children, and he's still an alpha, but he's sweet, kind of way. And my readers love him. So thank God my girls push me to that, but they also love my other men too. But they'll fight me on some things. Oh, you should have wrote him this way, or you should have wrote him that way. I'm like, well, you write him.
right?
But no, they're my biggest cheerleaders. They love it. They help me pick names.
Yeah.
They help me. My oldest one will help me sometimes with blurbs.
Oh
But
God,
not,
blurb. I hate blurbs.
they're the vein of my existence. I can't stand it because
Hmm.
most of my books are 100,000, around that 100,000. I got a few over and a few right under. But how do you take
I
100,000
say
manuscript and condense it to less than 200 words?
no.
I can't do. I can write 100,000 words, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
200 to summarize it. Uh,
I agree. It's hard. It's definitely one of the hardest things authors do.
yeah, it is.
Let me tell you, it's not. They are. They're unicorn. Because the rest of us are all suffering through it.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, it's something.
Does your
I was
husband
checking to see if we had any comments, but I don't see any.
does your husband read your books?
Yes, he does, and he absolutely thinks I'm insane because my books are mafia.
Yeah.
So mafia has some, there's a little blood. I don't say blood and gore, but there's, some a little bit of violence, or
Oh,
And
so
my husband looks at me like he's scared to death to go to sleep because this might happen to him. Or I put a lot of wit, or when I'm in the zone for writing, I have my office, but then when he comes home, because we don't see each other a lot when we're divided by the office and
Mhm.
he's home. So I have a laptop also with the laptop desk, and I'll go in bed and I'll have my computer, he has his, and I'm writing
Yeah.
just to be in the same room with each other.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday we have date night to do stuff like that. But not this, but Well, anyway, I'll start writing, and I'm so into my story that I will literally start crying, and I have tears rolling down my face, and the ugly cry,
Yeah.
or I'll start bursting out laughing, or I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, ew.
Right.
He's like, what is all that? And I'm like, oh, it's just Xander, it's just Gabriel, or I'm dying, they're gonna, and I'm like, he looks at me and goes, baby, these are fictional characters. And I'm like, shut up. Shut up. You don't know. You
Real
don't know.
right there. It is real right there.
Yeah.
And
So he always thinks that I'm going crazy. he
when I
was,
first started writing, I didn't tell my husband, right? So I was in there just to
I
writing.
didn't
I'm
either.
laughing. I'm writing some funny things and I'm laughing at my computer. And he walked in, he looked at me, and he goes, what are you laughing at? It's your computer. No way, you don't understand. It's called bullshit.
Yeah. I wrote in secret also, and then I was caught, and my husband found out, and my husband insisted on reading it. And he was actually the one, well, you know the story because
Yeah.
we're friends and we talk. He's actually the one who researched publishing and got me to publish. If it wouldn't be for him, I probably would have never done it because
Yeah.
yourself, it's such a fear and nervousness in you
Yeah.
that your
It's
book,
such a part of you put your
right,
heart and soul into it.
right.
Really
I,
do.
I never imagined it going anywhere
Hmm.
selling because who's going to buy a book from a no-name author? And then I thought, well, my friends and family wouldn't take it seriously, but I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
Because, like after a month of my first book being published, it had won in several blogs as top 5 romances of the year.
Hmm.
And after a month of being published, I was nominated for debut author of the year in romance, which I
That's
took third. And third is not bad for only being out 1 month.
girl.
So I just hustled and started writing another book.
Yeah. And that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. Once you get that momentum going, just
Yeah,
keep going, keep going, keep
yeah,
going. Because we cannot possibly write enough romances to
yeah,
satisfy all the readers, but we
yeah,
are going to try.
yeah. And from talking to me, for me, I'm loving it. It's a
Hmm.
hell of a ride, and I'm loving it so much because at this point and stage in my life, I was a stay-at-home mother for 23 years.
Yeah.
And I worked and devoted my life to my children in my home.
Yeah.
And now that they don't need me like they used to need me, they're
Yeah.
not babies anymore. They're going on with their own lives.
Yeah.
Um, it gives me something that I'm not falling into that empty nest syndrome or
Yeah.
that, my kids don't need me anymore because now I have things to do. Now they're scratching down my door going, can you give me 5 minutes? Mom. And I'm like,
Creating your own new babies. Your
yeah,
books are your
yeah.
baby. And your
I'm like,
characters are
I,
part of
I'm
your.
working now. I'm a working girl, you
Mhm.
know?
Awesome. I totally agree. I feel the same way. I did it at a stage in my life where it just saved me. I have multiple sclerosis,
Yeah.
and so I had an attack and I lost the use of my right arm, and it was hard, but I focused then on fulfilling my bucket list and getting that book written. And I have an Apple, and I used the function key where I dictated. I
Yeah.
dictated a lot of it, and then I'd have to go back on one finger it with my left hand because I'm right-handed. Anyway, I did it though, and then I thought, damn, it's pretty good. I think
It's
I'll
just it's just brought so much joy in my life. Because
Yeah,
now,
I can't imagine not doing it.
no.
Yeah,
And like my old saying is that there's no better job in the world than what we do as
yeah,
romance authors,
that's
because
very
we
true.
create women's fantasies.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, what can be better than that?
yeah. Nothing.
So
I can't think of anything.
to
And the
hear
reason is
to hear
hot.
your
Awesome.
followers and your readers tell you that they appreciate it, and that they cried. My readers like to say I'm evil because there's so many twists and turns in my books
Yeah,
that they're like, they believe one thing and then all of a sudden bam, and they're like, they will literally curse me out and send me threats, which is all good and fun because I love them. That means they're so invested in my book. But they're like, you're evil. And I sit there going, hee. And one, I actually have my release club going on right now. I have a separate group from my reader group that's
Mhm,
called the Release Club. And we're open about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks around one of my releases. And in there, it's like a huge party. And all my readers read together, but we very respectful not to give away a spoiler.
right.
And while we have this going on, we play games. I give away gifts.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, for the first 2 days before the release, we also do roll call where everybody gets to meet each other, talk. We
Yeah,
have group chats that open up.
yep.
Um, I post my inspirational character pictures, and
Hmm.
then they post what they feel my characters look like from
Yeah. Oh,
them.
that's
Then I do inspirational pictures that I wrote scenes around.
uh-huh.
Like when I need inspiration, I'll look at pictures. So I post that, and then I will give the description or copy and paste the actual scene so
Yeah.
they get to see it play out. That is going on today, actually.
Oh, that is so cool, Monique. That
And
is
then for
cool.
the last 2 nights, I have literally been on a phone call with anywhere from 8 to 10 of my readers at a single time from
Yeah.
all over the world. Yesterday, we were on the phone for 9.5 hours.
Wow.
So Saturday, we have 4 of my readers that are doing their own live feed like this with a screen, split screen. There's 4 of them, 2 for one of my characters, 2 for the other. They are arguing like defense attorneys right now on who to blame and who is in the wrong. So
Right.
they decided to go rogue. So they made a huge post in the release club saying, "We are going rogue. We're taking over. Monique is too evil to leave us hanging like this." So they're doing their own live feed Saturday, which I cannot wait to watch
Oh
because
my
it's
God,
like
how cool is that?
it's like being on a fly on the wall. You get to see what they say and everything. And then Sunday, at the end of the release club, I always do a live feed, and I usually invite a local reader to my house or my permanent hostess,
Hmm.
and we make we make recipes for cocktails, and everybody goes get all their stuff, and
Yeah.
we all drink together, and we do a live Q&A, and all spoilers are released, and we do a big thing, and all the winners are announced. It's really, really fun
Oh
time.
my gosh, you have so totally taken that up to the top level. Good
Oh, it's
for you.
so fun.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna have to put you in it so you can see because it is
Yes.
insane. I love it, and the amount, the post that they post, like I'm getting, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse or not, but I am getting a lot of WTHs,
Yeah.
WTFs. I'm getting a lot of holy hells and what
Yep.
have you done? And Monique's evil. And I made a post the other day with what's the Angela Jolie's character, Maleficent from
Yeah.
Snow White,
Yeah. Yeah.
or Sleeping Beauty or something. I posted her smiling because they were talking about how evil I was, and she said that I had her in tears. She was crying throughout reading the book, and I said, "I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because every single time an author hears that we made a reader cry, we get a special tingle up and down our bodies.
Yeah, we do.
You know,
We
so
do.
I'm like, it's the best thing is to
We cry
find
within
out.
it, we want tears, okay?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have literally sat there and had to stop writing because I was boo-hooing so hard.
I know that a lot of authors say they don't, a lot of groups, not all, but there's a few authors that aren't maybe as active, but I'm extremely active in my groups. I share with them pretty much everything, which I shouldn't do, probably. Um, but I post pictures all the time of my office scattered with Kleenex because I'm
Yeah.
crying and I'm like, if y'all don't cry in this scene, I know where y'all live. You know,
Right?
because I am
I want a
bawling.
picture of you squalling.
Y'all buy the paperback, so I have all y'all addresses. So, because I sell a lot of signed paperbacks, so I have all their, pretty much a good bit of their addresses. So I'm like, I have y'all addresses. If y'all don't cry after all this, and I'll show the pictures of all my Kleenex and everything, I'm like, I'm coming get you.
That's hilarious. That sounds like so much fun. So when we get out of here, I want you to post those links in the comments so that the people who watch this interview can go and join your group. That is awesome. I know
Yeah.
I'm part of your secret group.
Yeah.
I'm part of that other one too. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, that's why you're part of my secret group, and I saw you in it today. I've been posting like 2 or 3 times a day in that group the last week and a half. But the reason why I'm not as active is because I'm in the release club right now. So they all understand. So a lot of my readers pick up because the activity level in my group is between 81 to 83%. So I actually teach other authors how to get engagement and interaction in their groups. So my activity level is like high. So it's all, I'm so blessed with my readers that do, because they're incredible. They are incredible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna take notes.
I'll send you some of my live feeds. But let me share with the readers here, if you don't mind. I'm gonna do this now.
We've visited enough now. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do this enough. I am, for anyone watching this, or any of your friends or family members, or any girlfriend you got that loves to read, I am offering my first book baby called Art of Seduction. This is the first book in the Stern family saga. I'm offering it to you for free or at no charge, no pennies.
Zero cost.
Yes. All you have to do is we are going to comment my newsletter link. You have to subscribe to my newsletter. And then within 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to get a return welcoming email. And in that email, there will be a click button for you to download this book. So it's a free ebook. It comes in a welcoming email back to you after you subscribe. Please check your junk and spam email, because sometimes until you remove me out and put me into your inbox, it will stay into junk or spam. And you'll be like, where's the return email? It's in there. This offer lasts till August 14th. And this is the baby that started it all off for me. This got me seen by a lot of bloggers, a lot of readers, and I love it. It's a hefty book.
It's hot. Oh my God, I love that cover.
Yeah, it's 335 pages, I believe. So it's a hefty sized book. And this is book 1. I'll just show you, since I have a few minutes, I'm going to take over. This is actually book 2 in the Stern family saga, Art of Forgiveness. And then I have book 3, Art of War, in a Stern family saga. Now let me tell you about this book. This baby here, the male character, the alpha male. See, I can't even talk right now. He got nominated and actually won a few Book Boyfriend of the Year 2018.
Oh, awesome.
So, and this book is almost 500 pages.
That's a big one.
Oh, he's my big boy, and he's a big boy. Book 4 and book 5, actually, I have sold out, even my own personal copies. I have a reader who's local, and when she found out I sold out, she wanted a copy. So I wound up selling her my personal copies. So I'm out of those. Sorry, ladies. But book 4 is Order Loyalty. Book 5 is Order Survival Part 1. And this is the last book, and this is actually a proof because I sold out of these too, of Order Survival Part 2. But you see the strip? This is actually my proof copy. And this one too is like almost 450 pages. This one.
Yeah, you get your money's worth with that one.
Yeah.
With all of your books.
So this series here is totally complete. It's 6 books, and it's called A Stern Family Saga. And my second series is called the Youngblood series. It is a spin-off of the Stern Family Saga, so it's a spin-off. The characters that were introduced in the previous series are in this one, and the characters from that one make guest appearances.
Is it necessary to read the first series before you read this one?
It's not necessary because I have a lot of reviewers of people that just found me with the second series, but they said after reading that, they're going back and reading the other ones.
Yeah. Then that's what you want.
So they want to go back. Personally, I believe I like summer readers. You got to start on 1 because the character for this book, book 1 in the Youngblood series, his name is Teddy. He was actually introduced in the first book, the one I'm offering for free. So he has been with the series all this time, and this is finally his book.
Cool. That is
so
really cool.
I would go back and read from the beginning. So this is Redemption. This is book 1 in the Youngblood series. And he is like 450 pages.
Yeah.
And this is my newest baby.
Yay! That's the one we're promoting today.
Yes, he was just released on the 1st. It's called Retribution. It's the Youngblood series, part 2. We'll warn you, ladies. I argue with my readers all the time on this. But they won on this one. This one, for a fact, warning, ends on a cliffhanger. Book 3, I'm trying to get out by the end of September or the first week of October.
Yeah.
And there will be 4 books in this series.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to have all the books complete by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But he is 300, I think, and 28 pages. Book 3 is continuous. Book 2 of this one is going to be a lot larger. He's going to be well over around 450 pages, if not larger.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
It's a big book.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one we're here promoting because it's my newest release. Also, I'm very proud of this book because I'm proud of them all. But this book, I honestly got to say, has given me a lot of pride in writing because of its complexity.
Yeah.
There are different amounts of stories in levels and deception and betrayals that go through in this book. It's so complex that there was no way it could be done in one book, just none.
Yeah.
So, and my readers weren't too happy, but then after they read it, they all agreed in polls that there was no way it could have been done in one book.
You know, talking about cliffhangers and stuff, if you're into a book, you know, if you're really, if the book is really good, me, I'm just talking from my own, y'all don't give me any hate mail, okay? But if I'm...
hold on a second. Carol Bedeau, is that how you say your name? Hi, Carol. She said, you are so generous. Oh, generous. I thought she said gorgeous at first. I'm like, no, she's
generous.
Thank you.
She's gorgeous too, but...
Hey, Carol.
But if the plot is really, really intricate and it builds up and all, I don't mind the cliffhanger because it just keeps me ready, you know, and then I'm anticipating it. And, you know, I think back to when my kids were little and we first fell in love with the Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
And they were, you know, we knew what was coming and we knew that whole story just became such a huge mystery. It became an event, you know? So if you've got fans who are looking at your books like that, kudos to you. That's awesome.
Well, that's what I say. That's one of the main reasons I love that release club. Because that release club, everyone who gets there for the first few days, we all get to know each other. So everybody knows where everybody, you know, what state they from, how many children we have, marriage. We show selfies and everything. And then when everybody starts to read together, it's like this explosion of posts. And they
Yeah.
all go back and forth. And like I said, we're going to have the live feed on Saturday with 4 of my readers because everybody's taking sides right now and they don't know which side to take. So
Right.
they're going to have a team of 2 on this defense, then a team of 2 on this defense.
I
So I
could
can
do that with I could do that with my donut dilemma because she's texting with one guy, but she's got 2 it could be, and she can't figure out which one it is, and you don't know to the last page who it is.
And then we kind of have like a little baby shower too, because in book 1, we found out that there is a couple pregnant, um, and the baby hasn't been born yet. The baby's going to be born. So we did kind of a little baby shower, and everybody got to pick the gender
Yeah.
and a name, and I'm going to select one winner, and that's the gender and the name that I'm using
Oh, that's
for the
awesome.
book.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So your fans are really a big part of your career.
Oh yeah, we're very interactive, and I love them. I have some of the most fabulous, wonderful women all over the world. I mean, I really do. I, they make me humble. They just very. Every time I talk about it, I tear. I can't. I can't.
I know.
I'm not like this, but for being a fairly new author and having this much response when I didn't think I would have any,
Yeah.
is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, I understand. I really, it's amazing.
Oh, there. Hey, Janet. Janet Smith Hughes is on here. Hey, girl, she's one of my readers. In fact, she is going to be one of the defense attorneys in that live feed. Janet is for the female. Yeah. Janet is for the heroine. And another one is going to be for the other guy. Who did it, you know, and I can't say here because I don't want to spoil the book for anybody. But there's so many twists and turns that you have to read, and then you'll understand what's going on, why they having this.
Yeah.
It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic.
Well, I'm looking forward to being a part of that group as well. So we need to wrap it up today because we don't want to go on and on forever. But we have had a good time, haven't we?
Great.
Yay. So let me see let me start on my closing remarks. On behalf of myself and Romance Devoured, we appreciate you being here, Monique. Watch for my video review of Retribution.
Yes.
Give you one. I don't know which side I'm going to be on now. If you enjoyed meeting Monique, make sure you sign up for her newsletter. I have already posted it in the post in the comments. So go there and get that free book, Art of Seduction.
Yeah. I'm going to cover my face.
And also
this one for free. This is the new baby.
I'll post that, or one of us is going to post that in the comments when we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Also, make sure you subscribe to Romance Devoured's newsletter and discover free and discounted books every week. That's at romancedevoured.com. And if you're so inclined, do mine as well. It's at jessikaklide.com. You also get a free book. It's the first book in my series. And if you sign up to my newsletter, I give a free book away to every time I send an email out, someone receives a free paperback.
Ooh.
Yeah. It makes my open rate very high.
I bet.
You want them interacting, but I'm really liking your idea here with the, I'm going to have to see if I can.
Jessica, you're going to have to come do a live one day in my group. I think the ladies would love it because especially 2 Southern ladies, and we're just going to relax and we're going to have to watch my mouth in here, but in my group, we can.
That's right. We can say all those words.
All those words, but I think they would love it.
Oh, so Monique's Secret Room, go join it. Romance Devoured's Ravenous Readers, go join it. Those are our groups, and my Diva Den, and participate in a little more private setting in groups. Facebook is really pushing us to do groups more than pages. So
Yes.
we're going to try to get those active. So, okay. Well, that's it for today.
If I'll just mention one thing.
Okay, go
Uh,
ahead.
if you're interested in my group, it's Monique Ogeron's Secret Room. As soon as this is finished, I will go in and comment the link to my newsletter for the free ebook, and I will also post the link to my group if anybody's interested, and I hope to see y'all. Okay, I'm finished. Sorry, Jessica.
All right, we're out of here. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.